And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. It's caught by Mike Evans. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and the Bucs have a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch twist. Get it now.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Texans football to start quarter 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one is right down the middle. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 44, Winston is going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
To throw is Winston. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Hustle. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
3rd and goal. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
45.
From the 44, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Texans.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Watson, off play action. Here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Ajayi. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. He gets it to Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Johnson running right, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. from the gun. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After the penalty, it's Jones. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So that'll back him up 5.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Faking the give. Now Watson. With a catch made by Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Watson now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Wait. Check.
Here's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Winston now. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Bucs on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Pull it together.
Ready?
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.